Good afternoon, Commissioners. I know you're very tired. Thank you for your patience. My name is David Schutz. I live at 2531 Rio Largo Court in Punta Gorda, Florida. I wanted to talk a little bit today about the interdependency of organisms in an ecosystem. It's come up a little bit. I'll try and be brief on the parts that have already been covered. Yes, I've invested some money in tuition, probably too much. The definition of ecology is the study of relationships and interaction of organisms together with each other and their environment. Their non-living environment is a very important part of how organisms survive and how they're dependent. An example of this interdependence is a food web. Now, this is a fairly simple food web, but it illustrates the idea that the food web is supported from the bottom up, not from the top down. It's the soil and the abiotic factors, the water, the temperature, and things like that, that grow all of the microscopic organisms that we never see. Nobody bothers taking pictures of them, but those are what support the entire ecosystem as we move forward. Those are what decide what plants will be there, the plants decide what herbivores will be there, and so on and so forth. So it all starts at the bottom with the soil and the producers. Factors like composition, rain, I'm repeating myself, I apologize. These all determine what can and will be present in an ecosystem. The base of the ecosystem, when it's disrupted, can take decades for it to reestablish stable populations. The concept of ecological succession was brought up earlier today. For those that don't know it, that's the natural evolution of an ecosystem as it starts from bare soil, say a volcano erupts, to the point where that rock breaks down, we start to develop soil, microorganisms move in, pioneer plants move in, and so forth, and we develop eventually a stable ecosystem. We're talking about going all the way back to scratch when we do this. If we take a look at this chart from the USGS, we can see the land use changes that occurred over the periods of years here. Very difficult to reestablish any kind of natural population when things are moving this fast. Compared to the geologic time that it takes to establish a natural ecosystem, nature hasn't got a chance with what we're doing to it. Just let this go through one more time. Relocation and intensive management of a few interesting species doesn't create an ecosystem, it creates a zoo. I had 3 more minutes coming.
Yes, you have another 3 minutes, Miss Patty Barker. Relinquished her time, girls.
Thank you, Commissioner. It creates a zoo that must constantly be managed by human intervention. It doesn't create an ecosystem. So I leave you with a thought, Commissioners, what happens to the ugly animals? What happens to the ugly things that support wildlife out there, but we don't take pictures of nematodes, and we don't take pictures of the insects, we don't take pictures of the worms, we don't take pictures of any of those, and they're going to be completely displaced by this. And there's been no talk of how we reestablish them. How do we get that back? That's my concern, that's my question to leave with you today. Thank you very much, appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.